Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name's Wendy Gathercole. I'm your host. Hopefully you had a chance to listen to Living the Dream. It's probably not exactly what some of you may have thought it was going to be, but Living the Dream could be just hopefully would be our everyday life if you listen to the podcast. You can create a dream life just as you are. Doesn't have to be as glorious and over exaggerated as some may think it has to be. Just living your day-to-day life could be your dream life, and there is no wrong in that. So today I'm talking about beyond assumptions. Their assumptions can ruin you. Mentally, they can ruin you. They can ruin relationships. They can hinder your success. And they are really a distortion of reality, assumptions. So what do I mean by all of that? Okay, so simple analogy is just say you rang a friend and they didn't answer the phone. And you left a message for them to call you back. And they didn't call you back. And they didn't call you back. And you're waiting for them to call you back. Okay, so you could assume, and I'm sure many of you have had a situation like this, you could assume that, oh, I've done something to upset them. I wonder what I've done. Oh no, they don't like me anymore. All of these assumptions. And then, so the reality of this is not true, but this is what you're assuming. So here we are, we're distorting reality because it's not real, it's not true. So you're saying all of these things to yourself because they haven't got back to you. And then just say you needed them for something that you were doing in business or anything like that. And because they've not got back to you, then you bring it into your business life and you say, oh, and say to yourself, oh no, it's something that they didn't agree with what I was doing, or, you know, they don't want to have a part of it. And then you sort of question where you're at with your business. And then when you've taken it from like the personal note onto your business, and then it's like, oh, well, if that's the way they're going to be. And then, I don't know, maybe a week later, you see them, but you haven't got the confidence in confronting them, and not confronting them in a horrible way, just going up and saying hi and chatting to them. And you walk away from them, and then, you know, then they're probably thinking, oh, what have I done to you? So see how this so yeah, and then they think, oh well, you know, I'm not putting up with that. Maybe they've got more confidence in you, I don't know, whatever. And then it's created a whole misunderstanding and conflict before you even find out why they didn't answer the phone and why they haven't got back to you. So this is where beyond assumptions is very, very important. Well, it's not even, it's beyond. The important thing is not to assume in the first place. So we have to get beyond assumptions, full stop, you know, and once we do, that is where you'll find your peace and clarity. Okay, so in the same situation, we'll go back to the same situation and you look at it in a different way. So the friend didn't answer the phone. Okay, maybe they've got something on. And they didn't get back to you. Oh, they've got a hectic life, and they're pretty busy, and they're forgotten or something. Take it, from a non-personal perspective. It's just all about them, that they've forgotten to get back to you. They've got a lot on, they've got a lot in their life, and that's all it's about. And then bringing it into that business aspect that you wanted something for them for business. So then just ring them again. Or message them or email them or do something again. If it's that important, do it again. I always say it's only a question, and if they don't get back to you, well, then leave it. And then if you do run into them, then approach them, say, hi, I've been trying to contact you, or and then listen to what they have to say. They might have had to go on a mercy dash. Something may have happened to a family member, or they may have left their phone and they've gone away, and they've left their phone at home, or their phone might be playing up, but you don't realize that because it's still ringing, or they might have their internet may be down, or all of this sort of stuff, because we rely on all of this so much now that this can happen so quickly. I mean, my internet was working fine, and then the next minute I hooked up to it and it had the power had gone out. So don't assume anything negative about a situation, because it does distort reality, and it can hinder your success, and also it can strain relationships big time, huge. And if you've got the confidence and the knowing that what you are doing in this world is for the betterment of not only you, but for others, then what are you worrying about? Okay. So you have to get to the point where what you does, that's good English, Wendy. You've got to get to the point, the way you parade yourself in this world is of your highest standard, where nothing else matters. Okay, so a friend not getting back to you on the phone doesn't matter. I've done podcasts about this before. Don't make it about you, make it about them. Oh, they're busy, they've got something on, something's happened. Leave it a while, contact them again, ask them how they are. They may not be answering your call because they see you as successful, or you as got your life together, and they haven't. So they may not be answering your call for that reason. Okay. So it's really got nothing to do with you at all. And to have good relationships in this world, we can't run our life on assumptions. We need to have these honest conversations with people. And, it's not about arguing or anything. I did a podcast a few weeks ago on that. It's not about that. It's just stop assuming and making up these stories in your head about situation. And it's not just about, people not getting back to you on the phone or email or anything like that. It's just everything in general, really. I suppose it is all about the relationship side of it. But just don't make assumptions about why this person has done that, and thinking it's because of you. They may have done something, not realizing the impact that it has on you, and they've done it innocently. So if you're going to make that assumption that they've done it because of you, then that relationship will be no longer. But if you can chat to them about it and say, hey, you realize when you did that, this happened, that cut me off there, or that did that, or whatever, or just wondering if you will. And you'll be you'd be surprised at what the outcome of that conversation will be. So beyond assumptions, assumptions can make you go stir crazy in the mind, because like I have just gone through those situations and how it makes you feel and how you react to them. So beyond assumptions does get to your peace and clarity, because you realize that it wasn't anything like the stories that you were telling yourself. And so therefore you've gone from this angst and just mental anguish, which is to just calm again, and knowing that it wasn't about you in the first place. And sure, there's some situations that people are just not nice, and they do things that can cause detriment in your life. But that's not an assumption. That will probably just be a fact that they've done that because of their character, and they deliberately did it. I mean, yeah, sure, there's lots of things like that, but I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about the situations that you assume have been done to you by people that is not true at all. So stop assuming. I always say stop assuming. And you never know what's going on with somebody, and you really need to have some more empathy, I guess, and realization that not everything that people do is all about you. Remember, it's all about them. So get beyond your assumptions, find your peace and clarity, and you will have a different outlook on everything that happens in the future. Trust me, I know. See you next week. Bye.